Show the development of this new program that I created in response to a request from a large jail that is really inspired to want to try and teach people in jail and prison how to make better decisions and how to prepare for success. And if you go to the Prison Professor's website, you will see under the store, there's a section called Reentry Programs. And if you click Reentry Programs, we built this specifically for this large jail. And so I put a banner there of the jail. And you can see that it's got some videos here where it kind of profiles the work that our team does to try and teach and inspire people inside so that they're thinking about how to improve their own risk assessment. And I want people to do this in a self-directed way. I offer a very brief 10-minute, I think this is like a 10-minute video that if you click on it, it's live. You can go right to you, but it's an 11-minute video where I'm really walking through the various subjects that are included in this course. If you click on this Get PDF or 10-step course, we'll get through that after I just get through the first page. Here is a commercial that I am showing just to show some authenticity. You see that concluded 26 years in prison back in 2013. And this is showing how hard I was working right after I got out of prison. But I include this to show people that the decisions that I made while I was in jail really put me on this path. And I want people inside of those jails and prisons to understand they're making decisions today that can get them on the right path. And so this video kind of validates that because it's published on YouTube. And so if I go to the YouTube channel, right here, you could actually see when it was published, May 23rd, 2013. I was still in the halfway house at that time. So that's what I'm trying to do is all through here show validation of why decisions while in custody have a huge relationship on what somebody becomes outside of custody. Here are some brief descriptions of each of the modules. You just have to click on the section there and it expands and tells you a little bit about what's going to be included in each one of these modules. Here's like an example of another one of the commercials that I filmed when I first got out of prison. In fact, I can look on this one and see when that was recorded. That was recorded in October 19th, 2013. And just to be clear, I concluded 26 years in August of 2013. So this is right after I got out of prison, and I've already had this product developed, all because of decisions that I made while I was in jail. And that's what I want to help people in your institutions understand. There's some descriptions here on how to use this course, what it includes, what the structure looks like, the needs. All an institution needs is a video monitor and audio capabilities so that people can hear the videos. There's optional equipment. I've also included PDFs of every one of the lessons, as well as a workbook. If you want to, instead of getting PDFs, just give each person a workbook. Of course, there's a cost associated with that because there's publishing and printing costs, but we do make that available as well. I talk about the different steps to the learning success. The first step would be taking an entrance exam, completing lessons plans assigned by the instructor, and then working through the content. And then I included also an assessment tool that is self-directed, but it could be also done in collaboration with the facilitator of the course. The internet is not necessary for this. I could produce this on a flash drive or a series of flash drives because there's a tremendous amount of content. Or if you do have access to the internet, you could simply download it. The key takeaways from the course or the decisions that we make inside have a big relationship on how we progress. This could be taught by a facilitator, or a facilitator could teach the course, or it could be self-directed. And then we really believe these will contribute to institutional safety because it'll keep people on a pathway to working toward success while they're in custody. It'll keep more people participating in GED classes and vocational classes and help them understand the relationship between the decisions that they are making today and what they become. Pricing, I think if I click on this, yes, I can scroll to a PDF, which really describes more about the content and also the pricing. I've done this at what I believe to be is a very fair price for 10 hours of content, and I really over-deliver on that. It's $25 an hour or $250 just for the basic course. Of course, there are opportunities to get a more advanced course where we're providing live Zoom type interviews or an interactive program, and I just hope that people would call me for that. If they clicked here, they would go to just be able to enter their email address, and they're going to be able to participate in a full 60-minute course, including the download, so they can kind of experience what they have. But if people went to the store of the website, they would just scroll down here, and you can see this is the course. It's $250 for the basic course. That does not include the live interactive. That would not include these books that are available, the workbooks that could accompany the course. Of course, you could have the participants in the facility have their family members get their own workbooks if they want to keep it and work through them. But I did create them on Amazon, but I've also made them as a part of the course itself. So if we go to the course itself, let me see. Yeah, here is the course itself. I'm in the back end of the course right now, but I'm going to see if I can open this in a as a consumer would receive it. There is, each one of these courses includes, you see, you just click on the link. There's a video there. And then there's, this is just the intro, so there's very little content here. I'm just introducing people, let them know what they can expect. Here's the intake exam. This would be the first one. And if you click this video, it's going to show, this is about a 20-minute video, but it actually shows the intake exam itself. I start with a very simple self-assessment where we ask the participants to respond to some questions just so we get an idea of where their mindset is at the start. If you download this course right here, you see in the sidebar there's always a download. We can click on that, and there you have the actual assessment tool. And although this is in an Excel spreadsheet, what it's doing is it's going through each of the different modules. These are the main modules of the course, the introductory course, and we assign points to it as well. So you can let the person respond to these questions and say which one is most appropriate for him or her, and that will allow them to score themselves on where they stand with regard to their readiness to emerge successfully from the system. And hopefully this helps them develop stronger critical thinking skills so that they know, where should I be improving? What do I need to do to be really ready to hit the ground running? And these are lessons that I have learned on how to become successful after a lengthy journey in prison. I'll pull that up in a moment. But each one of these, you see, just click through this. This is the first kind of introductory section here. This is a relatively short video. I think also it's only 7 or 8 minutes. But again, it's describing who am I, why did I do this? I'm trying to build trust with the audience. That's the purpose here. And it describes my background, how I really changed my mindset when I was still inside of a county jail, and how that influenced me to want to make better decisions. And then it shows really what transpired as a result of that from the day that I transferred from a federal prison to a halfway house in August of 2012, and what did the development of the career look like. So I'm just kind of highlighting some milestones along the way right there. And so hoping to both inspire the people that are participating in the course, helping them understand how their decisions today are going to relate to what they become tomorrow. So then you go to the next category, and this gets right into the meat of the program. You've got 2 lessons, one on values and one on goals, which are prerequisites to the course. Then you get into the course itself, which is the Straight A Guide, and it helps people understand how to move forward in a very disciplined, deliberate way. And then the next category is going to be bonus material, where I am including a series of interviews with people who went through lengthy terms in prison or multiple terms in prison, but talk about how they transformed their lives while they were inside of a jail or a prison, and how they're changing their mindset led them to begin building successful careers upon their release. So I think that this is a tool. I'm very confident that the people in your institution will respond well to this program. And again, to find it, you just have to go to prisonprofessors.com, and you go to the store, you hit Reentry Programs. You can learn about it. And if you want to move forward, you can download the PDF, right? That'll show you a little bit more about it. You can get on the phone. My phone number is right here. you could send an email to team@prisonprofessors.com. My suggestion is that we do get on the phone, because you may want something more than what we're offering right here, and we're very flexible. We produce content every single day, and we'd love to have an opportunity to produce content to help your institution teach and inspire people so that they are more ready to return to society as law-abiding, contributing citizens. My name is Michael Santos. I'm with Prison Professors, and I'm really proud to present you with our introductory reentry program that we call the Straight A Guide. Thank you. Oh, and one more thing. I wanted to talk a little bit about what you're going to see. And so I created this Excel spreadsheet that really profiles every section here. These are the different titles, and this is the length of the video. This is the module time that I think it will take for somebody to go through the video. This is a relatively short video. I don't know, it says 0.29, it must be 9.29. That's like a 9-minute video, so I'm going to put 9 minutes there. And I think, you show this video, then there's like a discussion period afterwards. Like, I would recommend you asking the participants what they expect to get from this. Then there's this intake quiz. Now I've got a full hour for that module right there, because you're going to ask them to do like a self-assessment to get a sense of where their mindset is, but then you're also going to walk them through what the full assessment is going to look like and why. And you should be able to explain what that full assessment looks like, because we designed this specifically for employers. What is it going to take to get out of jail or get out of prison and go into the job market? How are you going to overcome those barriers? And so would like to show them that at the beginning of the course, so that when they're working through it, they've got their head in the game. Then we have this overview lesson where we kind of talk about the entire 10-part program and give them kind of a precursor of what's to come. Hopefully I'm building trust with them at that stage, because they see that I was a person that was incarcerated for a long time. Then we get into the course itself, and the first one you see, there's a 17 minutes of video. I budget about 90 minutes for each one of these modules, because in addition to the video, there is reading material that's included in the workbook, and I can show you the workbook right here. So let me just open up a new tab and go to the actual workbook, if they bought the workbook itself. This is all available right in the course on the sidebar for direct download. But if you want to provide everybody with their own workbook, this is what it would look like. And you can see it's about 145 pages, and this is the PDF that is turned into a soft cover workbook. But it has information there first, but after every one of the modules, there is a series of self-directed questions that the people should be able to respond to after having gone through it. And then there are some personal development exercises, quite a few questions. So that's why I'm leaving a total of 90 minutes per module, because these open-ended questions are designed to prompt group discussions, or if it's self-directed, have the person work through it on his or her own. And then there is an activity where I'm trying to encourage them to develop their vocabularies in the same way that I did. And that would be to look for 10 words in each one of the modules that they didn't know, and task them to use a dictionary to look up the definition of those words, the parts of speech of that word, and also to use it in a sentence. And then there are some critical thinking exercises where we're trying to teach them how to develop their mind in such a way that they're thinking about, well, what are the possibilities? What are the opportunity costs for every decision I make? And this is the strategy that we use to help people understand how their decisions that they are making today are going to put them on a direct pathway to what they can become. Then, so each one of these you see in this Excel spreadsheet, which I make available by download. A facilitator can kind of get an idea of what's in here, right? Some of these videos are averaging about 20 minutes. Then I budget the remainder of time, an hour or so, for the group discussion, and so on and so forth. And of course, I'm available for response to participate and collaborate in any way that's appropriate for the institution. Here I have some of the videos are relatively long. This one's a 40-minute video. This is a 40-minute video. This is a 37-minute video. These are bonus videos, by the way. After the 10-part course, there's a series of bonus videos where I'm interviewing other people. And so you get down to the total here of 25 lessons, and what you end up with is 630 minutes of video, or 10 and a half hours of video. You end up that when you plug the course material with it, you budget about 1,650 minutes of programming time, or 27 and a half hours. Now that's flexible. You could probably teach this course if you wanted to in just 20 hours. You can consume it all in 20 hours because there's more video and reading and so on. But this is designed to be very flexible in the sense that each one of these modules is a standalone module, although this is the precursor for the entire Straight A Guide program. So if we develop a different program for you on communication skills, on critical thinking skills, on business development, on understanding how to restore your reputation, on family values. We create all of these different types of courses, but they're all framed around the rubric that the participants would learn in this introductory Straight A Guide course. So I hope that makes it a little bit more clear of what participants will be getting if they sign up for our full program. And of course, in the store itself, we have a series of books that are probably very useful for your institution. Earning Freedom, Conquering a 45-Year Prison Term really tells this story about, even if you're facing a very long sentence, you can pursue a methodical, deliberate pathway that will put you on the path to success. Prison, My 8,344th Day, offers the reader insight on what he or she should be doing during a single day, how to maintain focus during a single day. Triumph is the Straight A Guide, which really talks about what goes through the course. Success After Prison is a program that kind of shows, hey, if I pursue this path, these are the opportunities that I can open on the other side of the journey in accordance with how I define values and success, or the participant defines success. And then this is the actual workbook here itself that would accompany the course. But the course itself is all included in these modules that I created. So like if somebody goes through the modules of the course itself, they're going to have access to the full panoply of products and services and videos and so on. The books are not included in the course, but certainly all the lesson plans, all of the videos, all of the self-assessments. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you.